Good evening, everybody. My name is Siriguejo. I'm coming to you from Capoeira Social Project. Tonight, we're going to have a really special guest, okay? Mestre Ray, the founder and president of Oficina da Capoeira. He's going to be with us today, talking to us about many different things, okay? But one of the first things we're going to talk about, which is going to be, I think, one of the most important for us. Here, I have a link that is passing across the screen right now. Donate at cspmd.org. Okay, I just want to let everybody know that Mestre Ray is participating as a volunteer at the moment. But any donations that are sent in to us tonight will be split between his organization, the CRC, and our organization, Capoeira Social Project. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about those here in a few minutes. But let me see if I can get him involved here. Okay, he'll be with us in 1 second. So a little bit, in case you missed our first live last week with Instructor Band-Aid from Capoeira Cacará, Capoeira Social Project. We're a small nonprofit based out of Baltimore with performing and visual arts programs based around capoeira. Okay, so in performing arts side, we have Capoeira Maculele. Mestre Ray is going to talk to us tonight about that. Okay, we also have Samba de Roda, Samba de Coco, and Frevo. And on the visual arts side, we have all of the arts needed to make a lot of the instruments we use in capoeira. So we have paper mache, painting and staining of wood, pyrography to help us decorate our instruments. We also have, what's that one called? Screen printing. Yes, that's a very important one to help us make our uniforms and our shirts. And to give some kids in Baltimore the opportunity to learn these crafts as well. Basket weaving, that's the one I wanted to get to for making kashishis. Okay, so let's see here. You can't unmute. Mestre, are you there?
Hi, Siri. Hi, everybody.
Oh, how are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm fine. Thank you.
I'm good.
I'm fine.
Thank you, too. So I'm not sure if you saw that here. So right now we have mestreray.com. That's Mestre Ray's website. There's some information if you are can speak Portuguese or can use Google Translate. There's information there about the CRC, right? We have the CRC, which is the... Oh, do you want to explain that, Mestre Ray?
Maybe it's better that people can meet me on personal media. And Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
This more actual and it's more information, you know.
Okay. So we have the links to Facebook and Instagram, I believe, in the description of this video on Facebook as well as on YouTube. Okay, so before you came in, Mestre, I was saying that we have this banner here for people, if they want to use PayPal, they can make a donation, and that will be split between my nonprofit and then your nonprofit, which is the CRC. Okay, so what we can see here a little bit behind Mestre Ray right now, or a lot of the resources, okay, that will go into the Center for Capoeira. It's hard to translate the Centro
de Referência da Capoeira.
Yes, exactly. Because in English, that means reference, which for us is a useful word, but I don't think it gives the idea. What do you have at your Center for the Reference of Capoeira, or what I've called here Capoeira Resources?
So the Capoeira CRC, Centro de Referência da Capoeira, is a cultural center when we have the library and classes and instrument fabric and everything about capoeira. It's a good place to to research the information about capoeira. Then now we're gonna try to do of CRC Capoeira Center and in virtual and CRC virtual place platform to put the every information for everybody in the internet, you know. CRC is a one project of Oficina da Capoeira group, and we have a lot of books, movies, music, and this is we want to show everything for the people, for the capoeiristas. All the world can come to see and touch the everything we have here, you know.
Yes. So there is a lot of resources that Mestre Ray has right now. Videos for the young audience, there are things called cassette tapes or VHS tapes.
VHS.
Okay. That was before discs and before Netflix.
Sorry, it's now is more than 500 cassettes. It's a lot. It's a lot. Capoeira everywhere.
So they're in the process of taking over 500 cassettes and digitizing them. There are also live recordings of just audio from lots of old rodas, books, magazines, records,
LPs,
posters, all kinds of stuff at the moment. Oops, just
photos,
photographs. So we'll talk about this a little bit later, but Mestre Ray, he mentioned Oficina da Capoeira, a very large capoeira group. We have a message here from Peru. It's just one of the many countries that Oficina is in. We'll talk about that later, Mestre, okay? And so I don't get in trouble.
It's a lot.
Hi, Mom.
It's a lot of work to transformation these documents in digital documents for put on the internet. Then we want to try to do, but it's really work to translate transformation all the things in digital documents. Yes.
So I know that's a lot of work, and I'm sure a lot of the information you have is about capoeira. And we have BH here. That stands for Belo Horizonte, right? Mm-hmm. So how long have you been practicing capoeira in Belo Horizonte? How did that start for you, Mestre?
So capoeira in Belo Horizonte, it's not old capoeira, you know. It's not old. It's 67, 2019, 67. So, and me, I have like 44 years in capoeira and never stop. One day, never stop. 44 years in capoeira practice and teacher practice and travel and organize events, everything. I am on the good place because I am on enter the 3 generations generations masters of capoeira in Belo Horizonte. The first generation, the second generation, I am the third generation. Understand me? Then I know who was the first generation, and I can touch the next generation. You know what I mean? That's a good place now.
So why is it that I asked this because in Baltimore and Washington, where you have visited, a majority of the groups in the area, even up to Boston, right? You have Mestre Chuvisco, who's from Minas, Mestre Loki, who is Capoeira from Minas, Mestre Ray. We have Mestre Corisco, right, from Capoeira Males, also from Minas. So why is Minas so strong in capoeira, but so many people don't know the history? When we think of capoeira, it's normally Bahia, Rio, Recife, but so much capoeira outside of Brazil is from Minas.
So a capoeira was start in Bahia, Rio de Janeiro, and Recife, because there arrived the slaves, the first slaves in Brazil. You know what I mean? Then capoeira come to Minas Gerais, and here a lot of masters travel to South American, Central American to play capoeira, to teach capoeira. Then a lot of capoeira from in South America, it's from Minas Gerais. And Minas Gerais, you know, a lot of people from Valadares and other place here, a lot of people go to United States to work, you know. Then some masters come together, come to work there. Then give with capoeira, you know. And capoeira is more famous in Bahia because their capoeira was stay more original, with beating balls and tradition. And Recife, it was mixed with frevo and another's dance, you know. And Rio de Janeiro, the capoeira was mixed with samba and other things. And Minas Gerais, in the first time, was like Bahia, as influence in Bahia. In 1980, anos 80, 80
okay,
years.
the 80s. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry. It's more influence from Rio de Janeiro. That's changed a little bit. The capoeira contemporânea, it's changed capoeira in Minas. When the masters go to United States, go to South America, Central America, bring this capoeira together, you know. Then now,
excellent.
All the capoeira, the principal capoeira in America Latina, it's original from Minas Gerais.
Okay, so a lot of the capoeira you will find in Latin America is from Minas, and in Baltimore.
Sure.
So something you
say again,
something
please.
you said about capoeira changing over time. Okay,
Yes.
you said from Bahia it went to Rio and became Capoeira Contemporânea, which is the style that we train. So I just have a question here, right? I have this word here, sedges, for people that don't know. That basically means like the main location. The I can't think of the word in English, miss. the
Yeah, you're a
man,
teacher.
like
It's not
I
me.
don't, I know. I don't want to say clubhouse because
Cash
it's not, man.
flex.
But
Oh my God.
and so it's like the main location for it will come. It will come. The main location for, man, I can't think of. I should have wrote it in English, but anyway, when Oficina started, it was and there's a lot of songs on the CDs that you have recorded talking about Rua Sapucaí. When I joined and started and came to Brazil for the first time was in 2006. That was in Floresta Fitness. And then I think by when I came to live in BH the first time in 2011, you moved
96.
to the location, to what I've called the garage, right? Where we go down the ramp to get to where you are now. How has contemporary capoeira changed over these years, right? Because right now, Oficina is celebrating 25 years of existence, 1996 until now. You have moved locations. Has the capoeira changed during that time as well?
Yes. Oficina da Capoeira Group was started in 96. 96. And we in this time, we don't have a place to train. I start to put on the Academy of Fitness Academy studio, and then we need to change all the times. It's not I have it not a definitive place, you know. Then the first generation of Oficina Capoeira, I have in this time a little room in Sapucaí Street where we have a good train, a lot of train, 3 hours, 4 hours of train, a lot of people, and rodas, hard rodas, warm rodas, good, very good time in Sapucaí. And I have formation on a very good, great team, capoeira team in this time. And then when I closed the Sapucaí classes, Sapucaí Rooms Academy, I changed to Floresta Fitness. Is another academy of fitness, and then there when put the capoeira as well. So all the times we need change. The lives change, and capoeira change too. Always we need move. Understand me? Every time, every 10 years, 7 years, the life is change. It's a circle. Then we have now like 8 years. We have a new place here in Pouso Alegre Street, one good academy. I am now in this place. You know where you train here too. Then I think Oficina da Capoeira now is a new group, is a different philosophy. We have more work, more job. I have more one team, more conscient. I don't know say how I say that. conscient
No, you
about
could say, yeah,
yeah,
a more conscious team, conscientious about working
yes,
for
conscient,
something bigger,
yes,
right?
yeah, that's it. And then now we have one work, one job, not only for Oficina Capoeira group, but for the capoeira, all capoeira system. Understand? All the
Mm-hmm.
capoeiristas. We now we trying to help another capoeiristas. When in this time on where we have the pandemic, the COVID-19, a lot of capoeirista is in dangerous situation, fragile situation. And Oficina da Capoeira group have a new we can say paper, no, and one
No, we could
position
say a new
to
role.
help,
There you go. Mm-hmm.
yeah, to help uh, another masters. And now we have the International Capoeira Festival virtual edition, and next Saturday after tomorrow we're gonna meet 10 old masters de capoeira from Belo Horizonte here to talk, to remember stories, and give the trophies and certificates and money. 10 masters, 10 women, capoeira women, 10 singers of capoeira, and 10 movies, movies of capoeira. This is the festival to, I think it's very important because we're gonna save the memory of Capoeira Belo Horizonte. I think so, it's good. E a Oficina da Capoeira for celebrate the 25 years existence. We're gonna do a big festival, international Capoeira Festival, FIC, next Saturday.
So for people to understand a little better, every year there's normally a festival, a party, and a celebration to commemorate the year's journey of training and learning. With the pandemic, we can't meet in person to have this festival and this event. So there have been some programs from the government to help out. Of course, they're like what we would call in English grants. So Mestre Ray and his team working. I can't say I helped with this, but Professor Signa and some other people helped with Mestre Ray to write a grant, and they won to be able to have this festival this year to commemorate 25 years of Oficina. Now, normally we would meet and we would do capoeira and sing, and people from all of these countries would come to Belo Horizonte, but they can't do that this year. And one of the things that he pointed out, and I should mention, is that this is big for all the teachers, from mestre down to a beginner, requires traveling. And this is also how a lot of capoeira teachers can make money, by teaching classes and having these celebrations, because they would come in and teach a class. Because we can't meet, that means teachers can't teach. So it's hard for a lot of capoeira masters who do capoeira as their way to survive. It's hard for them to get the money even for food in some instances. So throughout the year, Mestre Ray and the CRC were involved with a project getting what we call a cesta básica in Brazil, but it's basically a box or a big plastic bag filled with your basic necessities like rice and beans and spaghetti, the staples of food, which has been one project for this year. But now what's happening this Saturday, which sounds like, does that mean that it's the second generation of Belo Horizonte Capoeira Masters, Mestre, that will be coming in?
Yeah. It's the
So
old master.
they'll be able they'll be
The
telling
first and
some of
second generation.
the first and second generation. So you'll be recording Saturday, but when will this go onto the internet? When will this party be available for people to participate, to watch?
So this is a program. This is a series, and series. And now we're gonna just registration, and then make editions. Then in June, we're gonna put the platform, internet, YouTube, and another platform.
Okay, so in June we will be able to see.
Yeah. All June.
Okay, excellent.
One program for week. One for week.
Okay, excellent.
Because one program is with masters. Two, the second program it's women. Then singers, then movies of capoeira. Movies about capoeira. Capoeira Mineira. Sure.
Okay. Good distinction. So capoeira mineira, so Minas capoeira. And Minas mestres, right?
Yes. And the songs talking about capoeira from Minas again, All the themes is capoeira mineira.
So, with that, we'll let me see here. So, let's switch gears a little bit, Mestre, because you're talking about Minas, and we love Minas, okay? But Minas Gerais isn't the only place where you have participated in capoeira, right? I want to show you a picture here real quick. Okay. Let me see here.
Your dog is participating too.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow. Nice picture.
Where was this picture taken?
Whoa, long time ago. This picture was on the spectacular on the show in Köln, Deutschland, Germany. In Germany, in 1999. 1990. No.
In
89.
In 1990.
89.
In 89.
89. Yes.
And in Germany, you said.
In Germany, in Köln, in Colonia. And Germany, 89. And we was on the spectacle show. How to say that? Demonstration.
Yeah, demonstration. You could say a spectacular.
Spectacular. How to say that?
Spectacular? No, we would probably say, show.
Show.
A performance.
Show. On the theater. and was very, very, very good. When I discovered, I make one choreography when I discover the beating ball, you know. I look the kashishi, the instrument, what's that? Like a performance, you know, like a
Okay,
performance.
that's why
And
you're looking
then
at
play,
the kashishi.
yeah. And I have another pictures, very nice when I put the beating ball up and the photograph could take the perfect picture. And now
Yes,
is
I.
the tattoo. You know, I make one tattoo. Wow.
So, because that picture that you just showed us of your tattoo, because that's famous, I did not use that one tonight. I looked through your pictures to try to find one we haven't seen before. But if anybody's
That's a
interested,
very good remember.
if anybody's interested, you can see some more pictures like that on his Instagram and Facebook, which
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
in the description. So just to remind people, Mestre Ray, that if there are any donations made tonight at the address that's across the screen now, we will split that money to go for the CRC, okay, the Center for Capoeira Reference, and the Capoeira Social Project in Baltimore. So let's see here. Hold on one second.
Sounds
Let
good.
me. Okay. Let's see. I have a few other pictures here tonight that I'll show, but let me see what's going on here. So, other than Germany, where else have you been? Where has capoeira taken you outside of Brazil?
Where?
Yes.
Say again, please.
Where has
Germany.
capoeira taken you outside of Brazil?
Oh, the first time was 89 in Germany, but next year in Belgium, but Poland, Russia, Germany, Denmark, England, Switzerland, France, and United States, and Africa, Angola, and America Latina, Mexico,
Mexico.
and Peru, Bolivia, Argentina, Colombia, Panama, Costa Rica, Venezuela, a lot of countries. So 35 countries, different countries.
35 different countries.
Yeah.
How
Every
many of
year,
them have you? How many of them have you have you been able to do capoeira in the snow?
Ooh. I like this photo. I like this picture. It's nice. Was great.
So this was in
was very nice.
This was in Washington, D.C.
Washington. Yeah. After the workshops, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Is that? I like that's very nice.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that was
memory.
after a workshop in D.C.
Yeah, it's
just
a lot of snow
because we all have some stories, right? Here's another old one from our time together in Baltimore with
this is Baltimore.
We can't forget. Yeah, remember.
Yeah.
Do you remember this was for our Batizado?
Was 2006 the first Batizado in Baltimore? Yes.
The first Batizado in Baltimore was 2006. This is actually a picture from 2008. If you remember this
2008.
This was at the university where we had the bachizado.
I remember. Oh, nice team. Nice guys there. Nice guys. It was very great. Oh,
that was a fun one. But I think hold on. There's one more because look my let's see here. Hold on one second. This because I had this picture here. Because Claudia was there. We had my mom chimed in here and said,
"Yeah, sure."
Because
Lagartixa.
That was by the Bay. This is in Annapolis, yes.
Annapolis,
where I grew up, and that was
cold.
Was cold. I wanted to bring that because you said that was cold, but then there was the picture of us in the snow. Because it is it.
I hope come back. I hope go back there again next time.
I hope so too. Hopefully next year. But that brings me to a question, Mestre, right? You said you've been to 35 countries, okay, all through Latin America, through Europe, and through obviously in the United States. Lagartixa, he's in Florida. Claudio, he's in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia. We'll be back in Baltimore shortly, right? There's all kinds of places. So that's the good thing.
I've been to California.
Go California, I forgot.
Arizona. I did a little job with the Arizona College in Houston,
Phoenix.
Houston. Phoenix.
Well, Houston is in Texas.
No, Arizona.
So, Arizona,
Houston.
Probably Phoenix, or
no, Phoenix.
I don't know. I've never been there.
I
can't remember place. I couldn't remember how to say Seji in English, so I don't remember about Arizona. So what are some of the right people start training capoeira, and they have this idea, okay, one day I'm going to be a master and travel the world. But it takes a long time. So that's hard, right? It takes a long time to become a master. But what is one of the biggest difficulties in running an organization where I can see on your shirt there's at least 12 different flags of countries? So what is one of the hardest things to do when running an international group?
So the first thing we need thinking about, you don't need to be master to travel all the world. You don't need be master. If you are a good capoeirista, if you have a good teacher, if you are a good man, good head, good mind, you can train. It's not for the masters, but for all. And sometimes the people think, oh, master have a good life, just travel, capoeira playing, holiday. It's not true. It's hard. Imagine
don't you just show up?
3 times you travel, 1 month then come back 2 days and travel again, back 2 days and travel again, 2 months, 3 months. You lost your family, your woman, you know, it's hard life to do. Now, I'm trying to stay more in Belo Horizonte and travel a little bit and back a little bit first and back travel again, you know. But I have the time when I needed to travel a lot for organize the group everywhere. But it's not easy. It's not easy. But I
so
chose. It's my choice. I chose my life. Understand me? I love what I do. Then I do more what I love. You know. But now I'm
I
trying
do.
to stay more at home. Stay more.
So before I ask you a question about that, for you viewers out there who aren't familiar with Brazilian culture, this is a symbol for hard work. It means a lot of work. It's like you're wiping sweat from your brow. We don't always use that symbology or symbolism. So that's what he's talking about there when doing that. So, Mestre, my question for you, because you said sometimes you would travel 2, 3, 4 months because you have to go to so many places. How are you? What are you doing different so you personally aren't traveling more? What have you done to make your life easier?
What I do of different, I think, is change the lives of the world. Where I go, I'm trying to touch the life of people. A lot of students changed life after practice capoeira. Change the life, change the mind, and give new opportunity. That is the important philosophy. Capoeira is not the end, it's the way. You can understand me? Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand me?
Yes,
Capoeira
sir.
is not the end. We teacher not play capoeira. We teacher trying to teach with capoeira. Capoeira and more. Capoeira and let's say I lost the word. So the more important I think is the change the people, the change person, the change the society, change the society, change the minds, change the people, and use capoeira for to do that. Capoeira is a very good education, very good instrument for education, for change the people, change the person.
Mm-hmm.
Capoeira is not end, it's not play, it's not only kicks and move and defense and only sing. It's all together and a good philosophy of life. You know, you know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Hey, Sia.
Hi, Siri. How are you?
Well, thank
Good.
God.
How are you?
Have fun.
Congratulations.
We talk later.
Okay. Bye bye. So
That's it.
so Mestre,
That's it.
how
Sorry.
how are you able to travel less now? What are you doing different to travel less and spend more time at home and in the academy?
I cherish. I'm looking for a new version of me. Understand? I'm looking for a new version. And now I am studying a lot of study in university, and I'm trying to learn more information out of capoeira, and then can make better capoeira better for me. I am trying to make me better to do better the capoeira. You know, capoeira is better when the capoeirista is better. We need to understand it. Capoeira is good. Capoeira is very famous everywhere. But the capoeirista needs to be better. When the capoeirista is better, the capoeira gonna be better. That's my philosophy now. I'm trying. I search. I'm looking for a new version of me, and then put it on the capoeira, and can give better capoeira all the world, all the people. You can understand me?
I can and I laughed a little there, not at you, but at me thinking about because of capoeira. I did my master's degree, then moved to Brazil, and for those of you watching, right now, right, Mestre Ray, he's been a master of capoeira for millions of years, almost not that old, sorry, but for a long time. And one thing that's very respectful about you is that you're constantly learning, and like you said, capoeira is changing and the philosophy is changing, which is shows a maturity that not all masters or not all people in life have. I'm currently enrolled in a postgraduate, like not quite a master's program, but to study Brazilian history and Afro-Brazilian culture. But Mestre Ray, he's switched, what we would say is switched gears, and is now studying a law degree. So maybe in the future, it's going to be Mestre Ray Esquire, because he, like he said, he's trying to become a better person or better self. I laughed because I too believe that as we study and learn more, we become better people. I don't know because I have a master's degree if my capoeira will ever get better. but,
Maybe.
but as a person, I'm on the way.
Excuse me. Sorry. I have one question for you. How
Yes.
have capoeira changed your life? How many? Where are you now?
Well,
maybe when you don't know capoeira in your life.
That's a good question. Well, before I started training capoeira, Mestre, a lot of people said I was kind of crazy, and so now I'm not crazy. I'm normal.
It's more crazy, different crazy.
Yeah, a different crazy, right? Well, I mean, capoeira brought me to Brazil for the first time in 2006 for the 10th anniversary, and for Bae's wedding, right? I came for the wedding and then 10 years of Oficina. That sparked my interest to go into education, which got me my master's degree. I speak Portuguese, so I'm bilingual now. I have lived 7 of the past 10 years in Brazil, so I've, expanded lots of different things, man. It's improved life greatly, actually, and there's still a whole lot more to learn and to appreciate. That's why I have this year lifelong learning, because outside of the music, there's the history, language, not just Brazilian and cultural history, but it's also world history, right? To know that because of the slave trade, what was going on in Europe at that time, or in the North America, South America, all kinds of stuff to try to study and learn. So for sure, even if my physical movement of capoeira doesn't improve, at least my mental capoeira will have a lot of improvement over the next years.
If capoeira changed you, capoeira can change another people. That is the philosophy.
Exactly.
Use the capoeira for touch, and to be better. One person. I'm better myself, and better another people, and to be better this society.
And
that's the
one thing I want to
they're looking for.
One quick thing.
Okay.
And we have, so I was just talking about that, Mestre. I want to bring this picture up. You weren't here at this day, right? But just to put together some of the subjects. And this picture, this is at a public school here in Belo Horizonte, where one of our professors, Professor Magrão, teaches capoeira to the kids here. And this is actually, some of these students were actually also some English students that I was teaching before the pandemic. But we also can see there's 2 Mexican capoeira people. Gargamel, who's also from Belo Horizonte, myself. But you see your students here from all over the world touching the next generation of Brazilians, right? But it's part of the social work that's involved with Oficina da Capoeira, CRC. I was participating in this because I also like giving back, but as part of Capoeira's social project. So here, that kind of philosophy of lifelong learning, but also trying to improve the lives of others through capoeira. And internationally, here is a picture of that effort and that work going forward. I just really like it. Gerino, that's his name. And
yeah, Gerino. He was here for 1 year to study capoeira. Now he's in Mexico.
And I forget, he's in Mexico teaching, correct? I believe so.
Yeah, I hope this year, maybe next year, we go back to Angola.
Yeah? After the pandemic. Okay.
You are welcome.
You
come together.
There's a couple other
to Angola.
I'll go. Are you gonna buy my plane ticket?
Why not? Yeah, no problem. That's good.
So, there's two more subjects I'd like to talk about before we finish. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. One is just the experience of graduating mestres. Right. When I came in 2006 for the first time, that was 10 years of Oficina da Capoeira. And hold on. Sorry about that. That was the first time that I'd seen a graduating ceremony for Mestre Gato.
Yeah.
Right. And then
yes, very different. Very young, right?
Wait, Mestre. This one's even better because I don't have a picture from when Mestre Zulu graduated.
2011.
We have this picture where I'm really young and Mestre Zulu has hair.
Yeah.
Right. And then I know it's not. Let's see here. We also have how many has it been so far, Mestre? There's been also, look, Mestre. Oh, nope. I'll do this one. Actually, now that I think about it, I've been at all of these. Here we have Mestre Jo.
Jo. Oh.
Jo, right? That was 2018. And then the most recent was, no, I'm going to, now this isn't when he graduated, right? But we all know Mestre Primo. You actually shared a video of Primo.
In this picture, he was very young.
How old do you think he was in this picture?
70? I don't
18,
know.
17?
18, 17. Yeah. Very young.
What is it like? Right, you were able to teach him from a very young age and up until, well, now he's a full-grown adult and a master living over in England. What is the feeling? What is that like to be able, because we talked about, teaching the next generation and having capoeira improve people's lives. So being able to see, right, him as a young seed, or you are able to watch the plant the seed of capoeira in a kid, and then see that grow into an adult. What's that feeling like?
Primo come from a social work too. He started capoeira 10 years old. So capoeira is not my property, Capoeira is not mine. I receive from another masters. And now I am just, how say that, guardian, I don't know, guardian to the capoeira to the next generation. I bring the capoeira to the new generation. Only this. I can't change the capoeira. Just give another generation, It's that. Capoeira is not my property. I receive and I bring to the new generation. But I'm trying to do this in best quality, you know, and give the foundations and philosophy and music, songs, everything you need to gonna be a good capoeirista, good player, good singer, good master, good teacher, you know. When I have one student in high level, I did my job. I did my job. That's need a long time for to be mastered. It's not 10 years. It's not. It's not talking about. It's not about the time, but what you do on the time with your time. Oh, I have 20 years in capoeira. Good. What you do? What you did in this time? That's more important. You know what I mean? Then, when I have a good student at a good level, a high level, I with the good conscience, I feel good because I have did a good job. That's the feeling, you know. Can you understand me?
Satisfaction. I can. Hopefully one day I'll get to understand exactly what you're saying.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. I want to say sorry for the people with us now because my English not so good, but I'm trying to talk with my heart. Thank you for understanding this.
So one thing you should never do is apologize for speaking in a language that is not your own. Especially, well, you might not have this issue in Brazil, Mestre, but in the United States, we have this issue quite often where there is, what's the word? Prejudice, right? Even to the point of hate for people who don't speak English in public or don't speak English properly. My philosophy is that even if you're struggling to speak a second language, in English in this case, you're at least trying, right? I mean, you're doing something that other people who even for this particular capoeira conversation series, there are many people that I've asked, and so far only about 10 people who have accepted because of they don't believe their English level is good enough. So that's not something I believe you should really ever apologize for trying. So thank you for being here with this this project of mine, and for having the confidence to not only in yourself but also in my work here to participate in this series. And there's one more thing I wanted to talk about, because capoeira is not the only thing. And you said something very eloquently, that capoeira isn't yours. That you're just taking what somebody has given you and taught you and passing it on to the next generation. So something else that is similar in that instance that not too many people, honestly, from many levels, from mestre to professor, contramestre, mestrando, I've not come across a lot of teachers who teach maculele well, your workshops and your methodology for teaching maculele is very good. So I'm just curious as to why, right? Why is maculele something so strong in your academy and in your branches of Oficina?
So maculele is a very good dance, very good. It's a not martial art. It's a not and fight, really fight. It's a folklore, you know. Maculele is a traditional dance from Bahia, Recôncavo Baiano, and come and capoeirista in this time, these capoeiristas playing capoeira, and then maculele and samba is a party, you know, is a popular party on the street. Bring maculele with capoeira is important for bring together all the culture. Capoeira have now a good publicity everywhere. When I put together the maculele, samba de roda, coco, I give one open the mind about Brazilian culture. And maculele is a good performance for warm up before the capoeira classes. Capoeira, it's very nice to see. Maculele, sorry. Maculele is very nice to see. It's very nice energy to dance, to play, singer, percussion, music. I think capoeira, maculele and capoeira is apparent. It's very good when can work together. Capoeira, maculele, samba de roda, coco, and the others, you know. Then I'm trying always make maculele together with capoeira.
So thank you for that explanation on why it's important to you. I was going to ask you some of the history, but I'm not going to do that now, because the people who want to know about the history will need to come to a workshop the next time you're in Baltimore. So then that way they'll be able to learn in person. Because we don't want to give away all that information right now. And but we'll give a taste of just because I've always loved when you come through with one of these, Mestre.
Sometimes it's difficult to talking about something, but we need to feel the energy, you know. When I have the opportunity to be in Baltimore again, gonna do. Let's try again. Make one maculele classes. Eh? My pleasure.
For sure. So, Mestre Ray, we've been at this for a little over an hour. I know it's 8 o'clock. It's nighttime. You've had a long day. I know there's a lot of work between now and this weekend. So let me let me remind everybody here, okay, that at the link here that's passing on the screen, or there's also one in the description, if you would like to make any donations to the Capoeira Social Project, we will divide that with Mestre Ray's Center for Capoeira Resources, who are involved this weekend recording some interviews with the older mestres of Minas Gerais, Belo Horizonte, so that they can be presented during the all-virtual festival of Capoeira in June, okay? As well as to help out with the large project that he has going on to digitize, to help save, right? There's a lot of books that Mestre Ray will not let me steal, because he has a lot of old books that are no longer in production. They're impossible to find. Videos that nobody else has. And they're not just his. He's through this project, other people have also given him resources to digitize, to help save, because we have lost so much information about capoeira over the years that this is going to be, it already is a great resource, and it's going to be an even greater resource, not for just people in Minas, because it's being digitized, it's being turned into a interface on the World Wide Web, the internet that's on computers these days, to be accessed throughout the world eventually once it's done. And it is a painstaking operation. For those of you behind him, there's a whole setup in this office where they're recording VHSs. There's been the process of recording vinyl records that are, trust me, I've looked almost every week. I go online, or before COVID, I was walking through record stores in Belo Horizonte trying to find some of the records that he has in his library that's going to be digitized and put on into this resource. So it's something that I personally want to thank you for the work you're doing. Not just being here, but I mean for the work that you guys are doing to save this information for us to have access to in the future. Just because I know from my own struggle trying to find these resources that it is very difficult. But with that too, Mestre, I want to thank you for being here, for talking about your philosophy, your school, or our school, Oficina da Capoeira, your travels throughout the world, and giving just a little bit, folks, a little bit of information from what he brings every time. He's been to Baltimore. I was telling people it was 10 years ago, 2011 was the last time that Mestre Ray was in Washington, D.C. and in Baltimore. So hopefully next year we'll be back and running, and you'll be able to bring all this information with you. So thank you for being here tonight. If there's any last things you would like to say, Mestre, feel free.
Thank you. I want to say thank you to you, Siris. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you everybody for hear us and watch us. And everybody are invited to visit us here in Brazil, in Oficina Capoeira Group in Belo Horizonte. Everybody is welcome. I hope to be again in Baltimore, Washington, D.C., and play capoeira together with everybody. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much for being here, Mestre. Okay, and thanks everybody for joining in. Once again, I'm Siriguejo from the Capoeira Social Project. If you would like to make a donation as a nonprofit, tax deductible, you can go here at donate@cspmd.org or click on the link in the description of this. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. There's more coming in the upcoming weeks for this conversation series. And thank you very much for being with us. Ciao. Até mais.